Logarithm on the call big change are coming to Curacao, and if you are a gaming license holder, 2026 is the year you need to be ready for. On September 2025, the Curacao Gaming Authority added new principles. These updates apply to both B2B and B2C license and significantly change the requirements for physical office presence and employee employment in Curacao, which is important for business operating in the gambling industry. In the article, we will look at the key points of the new legislation. Office in Curacao and permanent employment. The main point that has been added to the guidelines is the requirement for a license to have a physical office in Curacao. The office must be equipped with the appropriate facilities to carry out economic activities that are permitted under the gambling license. This means that company must not only rent premises but also ensure that they are functional in accordance with the specific of the gambling business. According to the new requirements, during the first 4 years after the LOK comes into force, the license must ensure that there is at least an employee, other than the local managing director, who will work full-time in the office in Curacao. The employee must be registered in the Curacao Population Registry and may be hired on a direct employment basis or under another contractual agreement. Starting from the 5th year after the LOK comes into force, the license must ensure compliance with the same requirements for at least 3 person. Incompatibility of position and IML safety requirements or particular importance is a new provision that establishes the incompatibility of certain rules within a company. For example, the CEO or equivalent positions cannot combine their function with rules responsible for regulatory compliance, particularly in matters of anti-money laundering and counter-terrorist financing. Under the new requirements, the IML and CFT function must be independent of any operational positions in the company, as well as the audit function. It is prohibited for a UBO or director to hold position related to IML and CFT function. This important provision is aimed at ensuring high standards of combating financial crime in the gambling sector. Exceptions for small operators. For smaller operators that meet certain conditions, there is a possibility of the exemption for the requirements to have a physical office in Curacao. The requirements for such operators include the following provisions. At first, the company applying for the license must have been incorporated within the last year before applying. None of its ultimate beneficial owners may currently be or have been within the 2 years preceding the application. A UBO of any other local or foreign online gambling or gaming-related business. The company must have earned less XCG, formerly NG, 20 million euro, 10 million euro in GGR in the calendar year immediately preceding the license application. The GGR earned in each of the 3 years following license issuance that must be less than XCG, formerly ING, 20 million euro, about 10 million euro per year. Small operators must submit audit reports every 6 months to confirm compliance. This allows them to maintain their professional status. If the company no longer meets the requirements for exemptions, the license must comply with the standard requirements from the moment the exemption case is to apply, rather than from the moment the license is issued. Transition period. The local presence requirements come into force when the LOK law was passed in December 2024 and become mandatory in June 2025. However, a transition period until December 2025 is provided for licenses. This means that starting on January 2026, all licenses are required to fully comply with the physical presence requirements except where they qualify for tax exemptions. If you need help with the new regulatory environment or have questions about Curacao licensing or compliance, don't hesitate to reach out to Logarithm. We are here to help you get started, grow, and become profitable in the iGaming industry. Subscribe and get notifications on.